Hi, I'm Hannah.
I'm Carol.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm a boomer.
And this is Generation Chat.
So today I'd like to talk about Disney adults. Do you know a Disney adult?
You may think you do, but do you really? Let's look at this criteria.
Okay, first off, they visit Disneyland without any children. Okay, I don't think that's very weird to visit Disneyland without any children as an adult.
No.
I mean, first of all, I'm an adult and I visit Disneyland with my adult children, but I think it's for everybody. It's a magical kingdom, right?
Or are you all Disney adults? Just kidding. I'm teasing. No, I don't think it's weird. I think that if there's a theme park that you want to go to, it shouldn't matter what age you are. And I don't think having a child should be like required. Like, I think it would be absurd for Disney to be like, you can come to Disneyland only with a child that's 12 and under. You know what I mean?
It's very nostalgic as well.
Yes.
So I love going on the old rides. They remind me of when I was a kid.
And they're still the same ones, right?
Yes, there are a lot of the same rides that have been there since Disneyland opened. So I don't think that's odd at all. Well, let's look at the next one. Number 2, they frequent Disneyland by purchasing an annual pass. I don't know. If you have fun at a theme park, do you think that's weird to, buy a pass? Because if you're going to spend that much money there anyways, why not get a pass and be able to go whenever you want to go? The nice thing about having an annual pass is you don't feel like you have to go and be there for just like hours on end, like put in your full day from open till close, right? You have a pass and you're like, oh, I'm just going to go for 4 or 5 hours. Although I'll say the passes can get quite pricey.
Especially these days.
Yes. Okay. So the Inspire Key Pass is $1,899, almost $1,900. I mean, good grief, that's almost $2,000 to frequent Disneyland.
And is that only a year?
Per year, yes.
Oh my
It does come with all
gosh.
kinds of perks and parking, but I do start feeling like that's getting a little extensive.
That is a little extensive. I feel like if you're getting one of the lower passes, all the power to you. Especially some of the 3-day passes or things are actually quite
They're affordable.
They're
great.
affordable, and it actually makes sense price-wise. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
you're saving money when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
so maybe when you're going to the Inspire Key at $1,899, almost $1,900, maybe that's where we start questioning, are you heading towards that Disney adult status?
there's a line, and I think you may have crossed it.
Okay, number 3. You overspend on Disney souvenirs and licensed memorabilia. Are you going into debt, or is someone going into debt because they spend so much money on souvenirs and Disney memorabilia?
Also, is your house completely filled to the brim with lots of Disney knickknacks and, movies and
Movie posters taking up your walls?
Yes, exactly. Because then that is a sign as well. When it starts leaking from the park into your home.
Yes, your home looks like one of the attractions. That might also be borderline Disney adult. Okay, let's look at the next one. Number 4, extensive knowledge of Disney secrets and trivia. Oh, do you know any of those people that are just like Disney know-it-alls? They know the answer to every trivia question, and they maybe even have some secret knowledge about things in the park.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys know, but there's little 3 Mickey Mouse characters, 3 Mickey Mouse heads in a circle. They have those hidden around the Disneyland parks, and people will just pride themselves on knowing exactly where each one is, things like that.
Okay, so now, Hannah, I have to say I'm starting to worry a little bit because it sounds like you know some of these things.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Am I a Disney adult?
Are you a Disney adult? Okay, and last but not least, number 5 on our list of Disney adult criteria is Disney bounding.
Well, Disney bounding is quite simple, really. Adults are not allowed to dress up as princesses or just any of the characters in the park. They don't want people to get confused, right?
Oh,
Which
well, that makes
is extremely
sense.
valid. They
Very
also don't,
safe.
Yes, they also don't want kids to follow some random Ariel to the parking lot. You know what I mean? It actually makes perfect sense.
Right, so no costumes for adults in the Disneyland parks.
Correct. But because of that, people really want to dress up anyways. So they come up with clever ways to kind of be inspired by a Disney character. So maybe you're not, maybe you're not Ariel wearing the full mermaid outfit, but you might dye your hair red and put on a purple t-shirt with some blue jeans, to kind of represent how Ariel is. Use the colors or, things like
some
that.
of the jewelry and
Some
the
of the
sparkle
jewelry,
or crown.
a purse.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you do see that. Think about in the park how many adults you see walking around with like Disney ears on.
Yes.
But we're talking Disney bounding. They're going much further than that. And they're getting the essence of a character.
Yes. And some of them go deep. Like you look at them and even though they're not dressed exactly like the character, you'll immediately see them. You'll know.
You'll know who they are, who they're
Yes.
trying to portray.
Exactly.
Okay, but I heard that Disney bounding goes even further than dressing like a character in the park. Now, I've heard people that are Disney bounding, they actually dress up with the essence of different Disney characters in their everyday life, even
Yes.
like to go to work.
Yes, it's true. And I've
Oh my
seen this.
gosh.
I've been to Walmart or places and seen people where I'm like, hey, look, that's like Mrs. Potts, right? Like, it'll be some lady in like a poofy white dress, that somehow is resembling a teapot. I'm like, how are they doing that? You know what I mean? But she's just shopping around and, enjoying life. And
Can you imagine showing up to work?
yes,
Just dressed, looking like one of the princesses, or like you
Yes.
said, one of the other characters. That is crazy. So that seems like that's taking it really far to where you are becoming Disney.
yes. Again, it's not staying in the park. It's leaking into everything that you do.
So now you may wonder though, what is the difference between that and let's say some adults that really get into like Star Wars
Yes.
or Comic-Con, right? You have a
Yes.
lot of adults that put together these just crazy costumes and they go to the Comic-Con conventions.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the difference then, would you say, between the two?
It's because you work on a costume all year long, work really hard on it, and then one day a year you get to pull it out and be with other adults, dress up.
But it's like a one-day
It's a
thing.
one-day thing, and it's confined to Comic-Con.
So yeah, so there are some differences. So before you go thinking that just because you're an adult or someone else is an adult and they're going to Disneyland without any children, that somehow we would call them a Disney adult. No, hold on. There's
Yes.
plenty of people that do that. I do that. In fact, the last time that we were at Disneyland and California Adventure, we saw Tom McDonald there. I don't
The
know.
rapper?
Yes. Yes. We recognized Tom McDonald, went up to him, super nice guy, got a picture with him and everything. And I have to say, he was there with his family, all adults. I would not call Tom McDonald a Disney adult
No.
by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. So before you go judging, please, let's make sure that these adults actually meet our 5 criteria.
Yes. Yes.
Until next time, we'll see you
on Generation Chat. Bye.
Bye-bye.